Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Tuesday, October 22nd, 2019. All right, today a simple day in the astrology. We do have the moon changing sign. Going from Cancer, which was the theme yesterday around emotional security. The first half of the day probably themes around creating a secure environment for ourselves and others. Maybe reflecting on things from the past and getting into the more emotional or softer elements of life. Now, as the day unfolds, the moon will be shifting into Leo, so themes likely unfolding around self-expression, cultivating our fun-loving side, our creative side, maybe our passions, things more on the fire realm here, the later part. So no major aspects today, but we are still easing up off of Venus trine Neptune, which means there could be some receptivity still, maybe in our relationships, maybe with the day-to-day, enjoying a bit of that ebb and flow of life. And we are in the third quarter phase of the cycle still, which means it is still a great time of the week for challenging ourselves towards implementing any things that have shifted over the past week and a half since the last full moon. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Tuesday. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations as seen in the visible sky, called true sidereal astrology. This is different from mainstream astrology. So if you do notice some of the signs that I mentioned are different from, say, the Western astrology or even Vedic astrology, be sure to check out that link down below for more information on using the actual constellations here. All right, so let's take a look here at the moon shifting from Cancer into Leo. The first part of the day still very much centered around water energy, which was the case yesterday. So the first part, really good for cultivating that emotional security side of ourselves, creating a safe and secure environment for ourselves and others so that we can get in touch with the softer elements of life, like our feelings, emotions, the past, getting in touch with our soul, our inner guidance. But of course, in order to do that, we do need our private life. Maybe home life, secure life is a great way of working with the first part of the day. And most of the day, if you are in the East, again, if you are watching this from the East, you do want to watch the previous day's video for more specific accuracy. But as the day unfolds, and especially for those further in the West, the energy will be going into fire of Leo. So the theme shifting around that of maybe our passions, cultivating the things that are close to our hearts or the things that we create, things we're passionate about. There could be themes around self-expression, right? Really good to do this. Also creativity when it's about passion and that self-expression. And maybe just on a minor note, maybe some fun, entertainment, playful energy can always be a great way of working with the theme of Leo. So that's the daily theme, but the larger monthly theme has been very earthy. We've had the fast movers in Virgo, and in this case, we still do have the Sun and Mars here. So the larger context, still great for improving things, refining things in our life, doing the work, focusing on the details, this sort of stuff. We do have some air energy as well with Venus and Mercury now in Libra. So we could be enjoying balance, especially in relationships. A bit of mutuality, reciprocity could be how we're connecting and what we're valuing at the moment. And with Mercury, maybe just thinking in terms of what is right, what is balanced, what is fair, and perhaps communicating in this way as well. So no major aspects going exact today, but we will still be within orb of this Venus trining Neptune. So if yesterday you felt any bit of receptivity when it came to the day-to-day, or maybe with your relationships, or just enjoying a bit of that space in life, that energy will still be available today. Although dissipating, still a great day for accessing that. So it does favor things like compassion, acceptance, understanding in our relationships and all of our one-on-one connections, and enjoying Neptunian things, which are usually spiritual activities, maybe imagination, and again, just fundamentally bringing in a little bit more receptivity into our life. So other than this, just some minor lunar aspects. The moon will be sextiling Mars. On a very minor note, there could be a boost of maybe initiative or active or direct energy. And the later part of the day, as we do ease up off of that receptive energy, it could be good to bring some extra attention to relating or to what we enjoy in life. Just to be aware of it, Moon square Venus, just good to work with our relationships constructively and our enjoyments constructively, and with conscious awareness, I think can be great. Can help balance out that square energy. But again, nothing major with this one. All right, everyone, so that's the day in a nutshell. Most important thing is still a bit of that receptive energy with our connections, whether they're relationships or enjoyments. Again, larger context still that of Earth, of improvement and refinement and development with Virgo. But the daily theme, the first part, definitely around creating that protective environment of Cancer, and the later part of getting into that passionate and self-expressive energy of Leo. And just noticing some themes around that, and it's just a good time of the lunar cycle to develop that passionate side of ourselves. All right, so everyone, have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.